Hey guys, my name is Kei Obata. I'm 18. I just graduated from high school. Um, and I'm one of the leaders of some of my friends from Andover, leading Andover Mass for the back-to-back project. And I'm really excited today to show you guys my instrument, my favorite instrument, and the instrument I recommend you guys try out sometime in the future, which is a violin. So before I get into this, I want to talk to you about a story my first teacher told me. Not much of a story, it's more of a lesson, but he told me the most important thing when you play an instrument is to love it and enjoy it, because no matter what, that shows across to the audience, shows across to yourself too. And intonation, rhythm, I'll get into both of that later, but before all of that, it's to enjoy it and really have fun choosing out pieces, playing for your friends, and really playing for yourself at times also. So now I want to get into some of my violin. First thing is intonation. Intonation is everything about pitch. You hear the sounds, and that's intonation. There's good and bad intonation. For example, right now the strings are not really tuned, so it's not the best intonation. Sometimes you can hear double stops, which are two notes combined at once. And that's actually a good way to check if your intonation is good. If it sounds clear, right, almost soothing, it's good intonation. But if it sounds like a little, all that, not the best intonation, right? How do we find what good intonation is? There's two types of ways to find out what kind of intonation you have or I have. The first way is called perfect pitch. Most people are born with this. There's a theory that everyone in the world is born with perfect pitch, but a lot of people lose it over time, and it's basically being able to identify the note name the instant you hear it. So if I do like, that's a, right? You'll be able to answer. Of course, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but I'll spoil one for you. That's an A, right? I'll do one more. That's a B flat. So that's kind of being able to identify the note name. Second way is relative pitch. Relative pitch, everyone can acquire with skill and training and practice. It's basically, you have a note, and any other note is based on this note. So I'll tell you this note. I'll say this is an A. This is an A, right? And then that's one step ahead of this, which means it's a B, etc. It's basically being able to tell the name of the note based on one note. Really helpful, really useful, easy to acquire and learn, and something you guys could use in your intonation endeavors. The second thing I want to talk to you guys about is rhythm. So rhythm is just having a steady pulse. I'm part of the Boston Youth Symphony. One of our mottos, our hidden mottos, is subdivision. Subdivision is subdividing. It's as it sounds. So let's say I have a beat, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's our beat, right? Subdivision is doing something like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, stuff like that. Being able to subdivide, break it up into little pieces, so that you can come in correctly, count correctly, know where you are in the orchestra, because it's a whole big orchestra. Like, let's say I'm facing this way. We got the violins here, violins 1 and 2, violas behind me, cellos, woodwinds and brass in the very back, and let's not forget the double bass and percussion as well. So it's a huge orchestra, so subdivision, having that rhythm is really important. Lastly, I want to show you a little mute I have. So I want to do a little exercise. So I'll play without the mute and with the mute, and you guys tell me, hopefully, how different it sounds. So that's without, with, right? As you can tell, hopefully, this sounds muted, less dynamic. So finally, my last pitch to you guys to choose a violin. I'll play a little piece, very short. It's from Mozart's Fifth Concerto. start, fifth concerto. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please follow Back to Bach on Instagram, Facebook, all social media platforms, and hopefully my favorite instrument now just became yours. See you in the next one.